So, the sun wants to destroy the moon. The moon has disappeared. This is Moon Hunters, and I'm your fair lady Win. We have played this a good bit already, but I lost all of the footage. So, we are going to play it again. As you can see, we've done a little bit. I don't know why it doesn't let me scroll. It's kind of frustrating, but we have played as Dumuzi. Once upon a time, after the Sun Wars, he became famous for being able to run for days without sleeping or eating. Eventually, Dumuzi held all the tribe's top prizes for marathon running. Some whispers that Dumuzi may have been corrupted by reading some of the secret sun cult scrolls, which I did. I read some of their edict. Is that it? Is that the word? And then this is the first one we played as Enkidu. Scholars learn that the legend of Enkidu concludes with him smashing the sun sculpture with his bare hands, reducing it to rubble with his raw strength. Enkidu was a high-spirited friend to treasure hunters, always willing to lend a hand. Enkidu always shared his food with those who had less than him, which these are just summarizing my runs, and I will play them again just at the end because I've stated before this is a fantastic game. It's very replayable, and I encourage you to play it yourselves. I'm going to play each one of the characters once, and then I will leave the rest to you. Ah, yeah, that's what I want. I wanted to play her next. Can't say her name, and she reminds me of a young Madonna, so we're gonna call her Madonna. I don't think that's how you spell Madonna. So we're going to call her Madonna. We're going to play in this blackish green, which is, I think, between Madonna's younger years and her later years as she dressed. There's no pointed bras, which is a little unfortunate. We unlocked all these places that we can start from. I've started from the Dustfolk and the Celestian. She seems a little atheistic. Or she goes against the grain, certainly. She questions a lot of the moon. I don't want to play as Celestian again. Let's play as the High Tribe this time.
We remember something new with each day. Together, let's tell this story again and again. Of those 5 fateful days when the sun cult rose against us. The heroes are different every time. The world changes every time. Journeys end, but stories live on. How will you be remembered? Long ago on this land we call Saria, our heroes were just travelers trying to find a way home.
Madonna. I'm so absolutely sure that's not how you spell Madonna. I need to check. You know, I could have checked this in like a second before naming her. I, in fact, spelled Madonna wrong. There's 2 N's. Wow, so... Okay, whoa! Okay. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time with her. I never play magic users because I'm just absolute trash at it. I'm glad that the pulse on these crabs is like -10. Yeah, this is gonna be hard. I can feel it. Calf Mother? Lahara? Madonna, I'm relieved to see you. I have a terrible situation, and right before the first moon feast. I must deliver bad news. The miner, Caddy, her husband, has done something wrong. How should I tell her? She seems like a coarse individual. You are correct. If I am dishonest, her anger will only grow. Spare a wish of luck for me. She hurries into the night. What does that mean? It's not implying that I'm a pushover, is it? As the sun blazed in the summer sky, Madonna sought shelter journeying home from the first moon feast. Or for the first moon feast. It's like midnight. Okay, so we're a magic user. We want magic damage. We don't really care about physical damage. Energy regen, so book and see. The music is especially epic this time around. It was not the same as the last times. Madonna tries to study the sky but loses interest quickly and sings a song instead. Madonna gains 2 intellect and a reputation for foolish. As foolish. Fantastic. Looking over the valley, you see other campfires in the darkness. They seemed to form the constellation of a rabbit. What does it mean? I would think fertility. I mean, I haven't met too many bunnies. And yeah, they're skittish, but I wouldn't call them cowards. They'll bite the hell out of you. You consider how the sign of a rabbit might indicate an abundance of joy and harvests in the future. You feel optimistic. Madonna gains attraction in 5 spirit. Yeah, I don't think I've been here before. Oh, hey, this is the woman we were talking about. The yak-brained Lahara spread ugly lies about my husband. It can't be told. What? No! She was supposed to talk to Kadi and not spread information about her husband. Jesus Christ, you can't trust anybody. The chief must exile her after the feast. Well, that's my fault for trusting literally anyone. Serious. Is she the one that lives in the cave? Because she certainly looks like it. If this is about Elmar, do not worry. The wedding will not take place. Great. Everybody's unhappy. I'll be happier on my own in any case. I should be on my way now, that I may gain distance before they notice I am gone. Yeah, she's the lady that ends up in the cave. Sirius stalks down the mountainside towards the desert. God, everyone's unhappy. Always talk to the big guy in the middle last. May the Queen of Heavens rise tonight, bring the return of rain. The crops are thirsty. Can we talk to the yak? Yeah, we can. The yak snorts dismissively. Maybe someone can teach you to speak with animals. If we were in Kaidu, we could talk to him. It, they, her. I don't know. I don't know their pronouns. I'm not going to ask. Training to be a spellblade is hard work, but it's worth it to feel the pale dancer guide your strike. The pale dancer wastes most of the darkness after death, but her moonlight grants my blade strength in this life. Well, that's good. Ninkura, you see everything so clearly from the peak to valley, yet you cannot see my love for you. Miletus? The golden apple was clearly intended for me. Observe, it says, for the most handsome. Balawat. That means if left here for me, it could only be intended for me. Wait, here's someone. You, be honest, which of us is more handsome? The man has sparkles around his eyes. He literally is glittering. I'm gonna judge the hell out of them. Behold, Balwat the beautiful. I have the most radiant hair and intoxicating eyes. My elegance in battle is undisputed. I am Melitus the Magnificent. My features betray true nobility. My family's loyalty to the goddess shrine is our bearing. Both of them are a bunch of asshats. But I like Mytilus. I shall bear this as I have all victories. With grace and poise, I forgive your doubt, Balawat. You will discover you are wrong to humiliate me. I will not be made a fool. Great. He's petty, too. Ninkura, Farseer, squints thoughtfully at something in the distance. The wind is loud in your ear as you lack the pride to interrupt her. More bouncy X. Here is the bitch that spread lies. What? Thank you for setting Balwat straight. Perhaps now we can cease his incessant hair brushing to find useful pursuits. What? Oh. To the temple. Oh, there's lots of people inside. The women debate the correct frequency for sharpening a sword. Oh, Demuzi. Blades are useful not just for violence. The pale dancer's arts teach discipline, peace, and grace. I have such a great feeling about today. Something wonderful is sure to happen soon. I'm sure of it. You are wrong, in fact. Aylmar? Sirius left? She's gone? Mother will not like that. Maybe we can delay the ceremony until the pale dancer returns. I sense that he has a strong backbone. The scarred man with the pickaxe must be the guy I'm supposed to talk to. Chief Ibranam. It's ready to start the feast. Then let's go to work. I hope nobody embarrasses themselves this year.
The village gathered to feast and watch the moon rise. Everyone sang into the darkness to welcome the full moon. But she didn't rise. The singing stopped. Panic spread across the village.
It looks like the moon didn't feel like a feast tonight. That's alright. Everyone keep eating. Can't let it go to waste after all. He has been the most well-spirited about this whole thing. Everybody else has been doom and gloom and the world is ending because the moon didn't show up. Madonna, figure out what's happened. A sworn priestess may be able to help. Maybe not. Interesting. Mina the battle chief. Chef? Chef? I see you're beginning, chef. Perhaps you should visit Victuzia someday and try out the kitchen coliseum. What is she, Chef Ramsay? Until then, you're welcome to my scraps. I recommend an apricot or a balsamic honey glaze. Hey, we got a new ingredient. Now it's not just honey, rice, water, and cactus. Oh, we can go to Snowlands now. Oh. I'm gonna die. I can tell already. Avoid the center of the area because God forbid it's an arena. We're not ready for that. Whoa. Sadko. He has a beautiful beard, and he's singing. Sadko practices singing. His voice is powerful, reverberating with the ice. A man erupts from the lake, interrupting Sadko's singing. You are upsetting my underwater kingdom with the beauty of your voice. All of the youth wants to walk on shore now. Sea Czar? Ivan the Caesar? You must either come regularly or leave and never return. You must not entice our fry to beach themselves. I'm sorry? I must confer with my colleague. One moment. Madonna, I will happily come back regularly. Perhaps I should press the advantage. What should I ask for? I mean, money would be worthless in this situation. Oh my, I must bolster my courage then. Oh, look at him. He's so bashful. Ahem. I will be honored to sing for you weekly, but you must attend my concerts. I should like to learn more of your kingdom, and of you. That will be arranged then. Very well. Resume your song, if you please. You earned 3 faith in seduction. What an interesting encounter. Who's this? Siduri, the alewife. I'm trying to find new ways to make ale, but most of these grasses are just disgusting. You seem like you've cooked your share. What should I add to my brew this time? Honey! Always add honey. Honey? The stuff is made by a wormlander insects, you know, but maybe something interesting can come of it. I share a jug with you when it's ready. Thanks, Madonna. I have spirit. Stupid ape! I don't know what you are still, and I hate you. As you approach the cave, a snowball flies out and hits you in the face. Ow! This is my cave. Why are you trying to come in? Warmth? I suppose I can't turn away a shivering traveler. Come in, then. Would you like to... Yeah, I'd like to enter. The air within is cool and damp. My type of lady. Rodgenia... We're gonna call her Ro. You can finally warm up here, but just because I pity you doesn't mean I have to be friendly. I'm fine with that. If I could just, you know... Nothing. I can do nothing. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, come on. We need help. Madonna is overwhelmed by sleepiness and begins to snooze. Why is she so goddamn useless? We've had better roles on the last 2 characters than on her. She's doing everything wrong. 2 endurance and a reputation is foolish. I did you a favor and allowed you to warm up in my cave. I now demand payment of the debt. Reason? But you are welcome at my fire, which is also worth 20 opals. You can pay 10 then, accounting for interest, and stir the coals already. No! Why did I pay money at all? I'd rather fight her to the death. I have cunning, I guess. As dawn breaks, a figure approaches the camp. Ah, yes. King Marduk announces the righteous sun has hereby vanquished and destroyed the temptress moon. All tribes are graciously allowed to swear fealty to the King Marduk. You, however, must die. Prepare yourself for annihilation in 3 dawns from now. No. He ignores your words and retreats. Could the Queen of Heaven really be destroyed? Surely there is another explanation. Oh, great. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, great. This is good start. Good start. Great start. Love that we got absolutely slammed by two large enemies. Madonna, the sun cult haunts you because you have been chosen by the goddess. How will you defend yourself? Power. Can our weapons protect us when the pale dancer herself leaves us to our own defenses? The sun cult grows. Please pray with me. Briefly, a vision of your shared ancestors shimmer by firelight. I promised the chief I'd collect a few skins before returning home. I'd better start hunting. Perhaps someday I'll hunt by your side. Why is this run just sucking ass so bad? A humming shadow approaches the fireplace. Madonna, I know you're busy with the moon and all, but I just had to come invite you to my wedding. Is he marrying the Caesar? Tsar Ivan found a way for me to visit the kingdom, and it will be a land of two kings. We shall rule together as one. That... That's gay. But like the nice kind of gay. Thank you. There will be music and fish, and we're part of how it happened. I'll memorialize you in my songs. Sadko spends the evening singing of his love and his throne, waiting beneath the frozen lake. Madonna gains compassion and 5 endurance. Let's just not get ham sandwiched. Power flows through you all the way from Dumuzi, Oh, that's great. We've lost literally everything because we died twice. A shy silver serpent weeps in a dark crevice. A storm gathers overhead. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was alone. My sister would chide me so, but Bunzi is so popular she can't imagine what it's like. When I cry, it rains. When it rains, it floods. When it floods, sailors fall from their ships, and oh, it's terrible. I barely dare say it. When they fall, I catch them, and for a moment I am not so lonely. The storm subsides, but then it always returns. I have heard tell of your bravery and cleverness. Can you help me stop the storm? You sit by her until her sadness passes, and with it the threat of the storm. Oh, that was nice. I'm compassionate. I have feelings I spread onto people like a disease. Her powers are pretty cool. I'm just bad. Oh, tablet reads love all around, but hard to find under your nose and impossible to see. Eternal and brief as a single heartbeat. Is that another mermaid? It is! A woman grooms herself with a jeweled comb. When you approach, she splashes into the pond, leaving the bauble behind. Although finely detailed, the comb is clumsy, and its jewels are nothing more than paint and beans. You leave it and keep only the memory of the woman's perfume, juniper and jasmine. So many just come-upons. Oh, my love vanished, my life's work gone. How can I go on? Perhaps you have a wise friend who could help me. I am afraid not, Bullet. Is that it? That's good. We've passed an arena, finally. It's been a rough run. Yeah, I want to camp. Oh. Ash and smoke drifted over the Issaria, reminding Madonna of the urgency of her quest. The royal bearing of Madonna impressed all who looked onto her. Madonna stares at the night sky and attempts to comprehend. Madonna gains wisdom, intellect, and faith. The stars are unusually beautiful and bright without the holy moon's light to compete with. You wonder if it's blasphemy to even a little thankful she's gone. Just accept it. You admit to yourself that even catastrophes can have hidden blessings. You appreciate the untempted light of the stars basking in their glow. Madonna gains wisdom and faith. What is that fire? The forests are burning. Because the sun cult is a bunch of dickheads. They're just raising everything. You find a newly lashed reed pipe. A high nasal thrum rises from the pipe, drawing an audience of river snakes from the underbrush to marvel at your skills. Fantastic. Another person. Marie Demani. Demain. Marie Demain. Where do you think you're going, Elbreth? Pah! You're not even brave enough to bother with. Okay. Oh wow, I've never reached the edge of the map like this. It's kind of nice. Why there's so many snakes? I feel like we're in Louisiana or something. An arena, which we are not going to get into. Because arenas are how you find death. It's a loot. A beautiful loot seems almost to glow with fine craftsmanship. You strum the lute and the river babbles in response. For some time you play a duet. You gain 3 faith and attraction. I am a sexy woman that can play a lute and a flute. Another man. Oh god, this guy. Never have I gazed upon one so breathtaking as I have today. Truly, your beauty shines like no other. We're just listening to him because he's just full of himself. Yes, indeed, you are so very handsome. I cannot imagine why you are not flocked with admirers. Yes, he's talking about himself. His reflection gazes at him in returned adoration. Oh. Oh, it's because it's... No! No! I didn't want this! Oh, thank goodness. Ooh, Tree says something. One does not obey the Queen of Heaven. One respects, questions, and develops one's own sense of what is right. That's some good guidelines from a god. As the forest burned, Madonna's resolve grew even stronger. She would destroy the sun cult. None may know all of the lies and secrets of Madonna. Am I a bad person? The dawn of the fourth day approaches. I don't know what armies Marduk prepares, but I will face them alone if I must. This is my final chance to prepare before Marduk strikes. I have to make the most of it. I want to do more stargazing. Madonna studies the constellations, tracking the moon's path for meaning. I gain wisdom, intellect, and faith. Near the constellation of the goddess and her four faces, you notice 5 bright stars that aren't part of any constellation you know. They look like a face? The faces of your loved ones return to you in memory and imagination. You hope they remember you as fondly. Madonna gains seduction and endurance. Where should I fight the so-called King Marduk? I don't have high hopes that I'll survive this. Sundrinker, I'm sorry I doubted you. I've been watching, and Madonna, please forgive me. You should be the true leader of the sun worshippers. You are the perfect image of power and purity. You know, because we've been so... Yeah, no, we're gonna accept that. Thank you, thank you. You won't regret this. Together we will cleanse the world. When Marduk calls the cultists, we will not interfere. May the sun shine on your victory. I'm curious how this will go now. You could have been a great leader, Madonna, more than just a ritualist. May your purification please Asher, who shall work through me. Ah. Yeah, I'm really not confident. Hearts. Jesus Christ, I had more than half health. Now nothing will stand in my way. Praise Asher, the one truth.
Let the new age begin.
Failing's okay.
With the old moon cloud, the sun's influence grew and grew. The old one passed away. In time, the Queen of Heaven was only a superstition and a song. Under the rule of our first king, cities of the sun created technologies never dreamed of in times past. There became only one way to see the world. Between the parables of their book of truth, you can still hear the stories of the heroes that fought for us, and now live among the stars.
I wish it would let me scroll down. According to legend, singer Sadko the Great wrote many operas about his love, the Tsar of the Sea and his kingdom. Each was dedicated to Madonna. May you learn the love and you to teach. Madonna traveled the frozen lands extensively, warming up any fires that would take her, even fearsome strangers. Madonna kissed the lips of Miletus, who is said to be the most beautiful man in the kingdom, maybe? I don't know how to go down. Oh, I found it out. In the ancient world, after the Sun Wars, Madonna learned a dozen languages and traveled with tribal leaders as their advisors, strategist, and translator. Legend tells the Madonna's silver tongue, which could charm the birds from the trees. The legend of Madonna is one of love. At the end of her life, the Queen of Heaven could not stand such a beauty going to waste in the afterworld, and so the pale dancer permitted her soul to be raised to immortality in the heavens as the rose. Even now, we speak her name at the charm 3 times over a mirror by waxing moon to beguile the hearts of those that we desire. I remember it all, so many truths woven running through us. We live on as the tongues of our storytellers. You did this. The goddess would be proud of the honor you give her. No, the Savior King must not be forgotten. I must release this shell. Jesus Christ. You are selfish, each wanting your own interpretation. This is not how my reality works. Wishes and dreams don't exist, no matter how much you want them to. Reality is one place, one truth. Suffering awaits us all, in life and in death, except with blessing. Accept the light and be purified. I will prove to you in battle. I will fight any of your heroes until you give up and accept reality. So that's the first time we've seen him. And that was intense. So that was my third run. It lost twice, won once. We still have many characters to go since we're starting over. So sometimes we're going to win, sometimes we're going to lose, sometimes I'm going to do really poorly, sometimes I'm going to do really great. It's also part of the role. But most importantly, thanks for watching. Remember to do your chores. And also remember to drink your water. I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed.